Hey y'all, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. As you can probably tell from the title, whatever I title it. It's gonna be an explanation of why I didn't post for so long, kind of, and a life update. So, if you've been watching for a while and any vlogs or anything, I think I mentioned the neighbor. And it got so bad, I was keeping my car in the garage because he'll walk to the store and like look for my car. He even started going from behind his house to come down beside ours to look in the backyard because we've blocked it where he couldn't see. And always looking out the windows. He even put up a camera to see in our backyard. And when the weather was really nice, he was outside just doing stuff. And if I would try to film, like, the cameras would constantly go off, let me know he was out there, and it was just impossible. And then plus I was always outside doing stuff, keeping busy and keeping my mind busy because I still deal with my grief over losing my pup. And I always had to time it. Like, I would make sure I was somewhere he couldn't see me, and if like he went somewhere or he went somewhere in his yard where I knew, then I would go. Like, you have to stalk your stalker basically. Just because I did not want to be stared out a window. But anyway, he actually just got evicted. His wife, who he'd been with forever, I guess finally got tired of the way, because you could hear him yelling at her all the time. And she works 5 days a week and is gone all day, and he'd rather be outside stalking than spend time with her, I guess. But screaming at her, she finally left him, and her mom owns that house. So he's evicted, and he actually just moved out. So yay. And then at the start of the year, I have a severe fear of fire, and the lights in the bedroom started flickering like crazy, and like the box fan, the power would surge in and out of it, and sometimes the power would knock off, but only in certain rooms. The power company came out twice. The first time, he said he checked their connections, and some connections on the house were old, so they replaced them just because they were old, but he didn't think that was the problem. The second kid came out, he barely even wanted to look and said it wasn't their fault, you need to call an electrician. And I had 3 come out. The third one was the best, and like he went through everything, and we had a loose to neutral, and we have a new electrical panel box. It's not even a year old, and the guy that put it in said he was going to come out and then quit answering his phone. Great business. But it was so loose he could turn it several times, and that could eventually mess up your appliances. So maybe it was a good thing this happened and we caught that. But he's like, it's nothing in here, and I'm not seeing any like fire hazard that it's the power, everything. So I had a third person come out, and I sent him a thing, and I was like, told him everything he told me to tell him. This guy was awesome from the power company, and he went down the lines. And when he got to like the end of this line, he was there for a while, and he came and he was like, it was a really bad connection, and he showed it to me and what it's supposed to look like, and he's like, that's really bad connection, like that would definitely cause it. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe you should tell that younger kid that works for the power company. So after spending all that on an electrician, it was their fault, because it's free for the power company because you pay them power every month, so it's free for them to check their stuff. So that got fixed, and that was just made me a nervous wreck. And let's see, and then I went for my yearly, it's supposed to be every 6 months now because I'm considered high risk because of my mom, mammogram. And they did a mammogram, and then I went right next door and did the MRI I'm supposed to get because I'm high risk, and they saw something. So I came back for an ultrasound, and they decided they wanted to do a biopsy, and they did, and it came back as a radial scar in my right breast, and they're a high risk benign lesion. Supposedly they can turn into cancer, or cancer can form beside of them. So I had a consult with the surgery doctor, and she said the cancer can form beside of them, so she's just going to go in and take it out, and then normal tissue around it just to make sure that there's nothing beside of it. And then, so I had the biopsy. That was fun. And then yesterday I had to go in, and it was like a biopsy kind of again, because they go in the same way, because when they did the biopsy, they left a little titanium piece in there. So like if it was normal, like it wasn't anything, and they didn't have to remove it for future mammograms and stuff, if they saw that spot, they would see that titanium piece and know that it had already been tested. Well, the surgical doctor needed a mag seed put in, which is another like thing to guide her during surgery. That titanium thing wouldn't. So I had to go back in, and with the biopsy needle, it's less invasive than the biopsy, but they had to put the mag seed in to guide her, and when she's in there, she'll take both of those out. So that was fun. And then the next couple days I go for the surgery, and I'll be put to sleep, and it's just scary. And so she'll be cutting into me this time instead of the needle, and they'll send it off, and then we'll go from there. So I know I'm talking really fast. I'm just trying to get it all out, because I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done before surgery, because I won't be able to do a lot, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel. So I'm trying to get all videos edited and edited and made and everything up, so it'll just post and stuff. So yeah, neighbor, that's all good because he's leaving and gone. And then the power, that's been fixed. And now health stuff, so. And then I just got so behind on comments and stuff, and I'm still gonna catch up on the ones on YouTube because there are not as many. But I think I'm just gonna, on Instagram, just start from where I've started posting again and work my way back from that point, because it's just impossible to catch myself up on 8 months of Instagram comments. And then I didn't know if I wanted to do it. Editing Belle, I didn't like the way I said what I was trying to say. It didn't sound right, and I know things can come across wrong, so I want to say it right. I didn't know if I wanted to come back to YouTube. It's different than Instagram. Like, the community we have, like the people that follow me on here and interact with me are all awesome. But just the community in general on YouTube, BookTube, isn't as great as Instagram. And I don't know. So, but that shouldn't stop me from wanting to post on here, I guess. I don't know, there was just a bunch of feelings. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I mean, I didn't even post on Instagram right for a long time, so it wasn't just that. But I do want to, so I'm back. I know it's a good outlet for me, and I was a lot happier when I was posting regularly on Instagram and on here. So, and it gives me something to focus my mind on. I don't have to work myself to death, like even when the weather's nice outside, which I'm probably still gonna do, but it's a nice outlet for me, so I do want to still do this. And I love interacting with y'all and everybody on Instagram too, who also love middle grade, so I think that's a better way to say it. So anyway, that's just a little quick thing, just to let you know, and to let you know that I'm gonna be having surgery. So that's fun. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of videos and Instagram posts all edited and scheduled and all that stuff. So I think the next one will be another book haul. But anyway, I'll see y'all soon. And if y'all like to subscribe, I'd love that if you'd like to. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.